What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to Dave's Watch channel. And for this video, I'm going to be talking about what everybody is talking on the internet when it comes to watches, and that's Patek's latest and greatest collection revealed, the Cubitus. But first, wristwatch check. I got my Patek Philippe 5711J, my Nautilus, and just give you my thoughts on their latest collection, the Cubitus. And okay, it's a decent watch, right? I know a lot of people. That's a bit of an outcry at saying, this is such an ugly, hideous watch. What's Patek doing? It's so boring. They're just lazy. It looks like a Santos. It looks like, I don't know, some other funny brands that I never heard of. And I have to say, it's okay. It's not an ugly watch. It's not a creative watch. It's not a, it's definitely, they didn't hit one out of the ballpark with this watch. It's okay, it's not a bad looking watch. If I was offered one, yeah, I probably would buy one, if it got offered to me. Do I aspire to own one? Do I need to have this in my collection? Not really. I guess it's a little uninspiring, but it's okay. It's not a bad looking watch. It's all right. It's not great. I mean, I think the real issue is that people hold Patek to such a high standard when it comes to wristwatches that they expect to be blown away by the company and their designs. But let's take a step back. That's not what Patek is all about, right? Patek is still a very, well, I mean, they've shown us that they're a very conservative company. They're not there to innovate, and they're not there to experiment, right? They're not an experimental kind of company. Very conservative, maybe you could say meticulous, calculative in their approach, right? They're not there to revolutionize anything. I mean, they don't have to. They're Patek, right? Whatever they make, people will buy, especially if it's a steel sports watch. These things will sell out. There will be waiting lists for these watches. They will probably go way above market value on the secondary market. So let's not kid ourselves now, right? There is still demand for these watches simply because it's Patek Philippe. Do I want to own one? Do I need to own one? No, not really. It's okay. I mean, like I said, it's not an ugly watch, right? I think the biggest issue I have with this watch, the design's okay. I think the problem most people have is that when they look at this, they probably think to themselves, yeah, you know what? I could have come up with that, I could have come up with this design, right? And I guess if you're gonna pay like $40,000-$50,000 for for something, you feel like you want to be blown away, and this is not it. Is it an ugly watch? No, it's okay. It's not bad. But the biggest issue I have with it really is the case back, right? For something that is marketed as being a cube, right? Everything's squared. I feel that the circular movement and the circular exhibition case back is a little bit, contradictory, right, to what this watch is being marketed as. And I guess it would look odd with a squared sapphire glass at the back. Well, if that's the case, then don't show the movement, right? Just have it as a monoblock, and that would probably decrease the thickness of the watch as well. So I think they should have just, not have a exhibition case back and just have it a solid case, monoblock kind of thing. Pays tribute to the original Nautilus Jumbo, and just write, I don't know, Cubitus at the case back, right? But having an exhibition case back showing a circular movement, it's just it's a little bit off, right? So the front's okay, it's not bad, but the issue is the case is the case back for me. Excuse me. So I don't know. These things will probably sell for hotcakes, sell like hotcakes, right? People will probably still just pay whatever Patek demands, and that's just how it is because it's Patek Philippe. It's the greatest watch brand in the world. Right now, my pick of the litter has to be the platinum version. I just like I like the strap, right? I like a busy dial. Um, I think it looks a little better than than the time only watches. Right, the movement looks a little more intricate, obviously. So that's my pick. So if I were to grade this release from Patek Philippe, I would give it a C. Right, I would give it a solid C. It's not an ugly watch, guys. Right, it's not hideous. It's just a little underwhelming. But just remember, Patek Philippe is not an innovative company, right? They are not out there to experiment and to, you know, and to try new things. You take their Nautilus, for example. It was a response to the Royal Oak, and they still took a design from the same guy, from Gerald Genta. Right? So they're not really here to innovate and to try new things, right? They don't have to. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm out. Bye.